Yo, Road Chronicles. Brought to you on Like How I Can Do It. I've been thinking about hosting. They've been talking about this, when they talking about what's he talking about? I'm trying to think, was it that when Colin Kaepernick went on one knee, they were saying that all he was saying was he was expressing his First Amendment right, freedom of speech, and he didn't tear nothing up. He just got down on one knee, and everybody was talking about how he's disrespecting the flag, disrespecting the United States, blah 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 blah. So can somebody tell me something? What the hell did they do by bum rushing the Capitol building? They was expressing their First Amendment right, but they tore shit up. This man got blackballed and kicked out of the league. Pretty much. And he expressed it by just getting on one knee. Man, I can't understand it, boy. Us black people, boy, we are definitely some. Woo! We are special. But when we turn the other cheek, that's how we're supposed to act. That's how you good boys supposed to act. We kick that when we want to kick some ass, we're fucking animals. When white people do shit that they're doing, they're being patriotic. But you being patriotic over some goddamn election that didn't go your way and other little things. We protesting shit that's done to us, inequality shit that you supposed to protest. But white America, racist as America, you can definitely see white supremacy is at the threshold of this shit. Because it makes no sense. One works for one side, doesn't work for the other. Colin Kaepernick, his First Amendment right, his freedom of speech, he got on one knee. He was disrespectful to the flag, disrespectful to veterans, army, blah, blah, blah. I'm in the military. I got several military friends. We got people who bum rushed the Capitol building. We fight to protect those rights and protect what makes our country, the Washington, D.C. That's where all laws, that's where all that stuff is at. These fools bum rush the Capitol building, tear it up. And they're expressing their First Amendment right. But they're patriots. But we do it, we're called animals, thugs. I mean, you name it, we got it. The narrative changes all the time. This country is a racist ass country, and it's built on white supremacist idealism. And I go back to what I always said in the beginning. None of these laws was written. You look at anything where the law is written, you don't see not one minority person sitting down at the table co-signing these laws. Co-signing the Declaration of Independence, co-signing the Bill of Rights, co-signing amendments, co-signing whatever have you. Even in other states throughout the fucking union, you don't see no minority sitting there. But this is what we got going on, folks. This is what's going down. And it's upsetting to me. You sit around, you just think about these things. When you get time to sit, I sit down and try to collect my thoughts and try to see the brighter picture, try to be calm about it. But the more I sit back and think about things, I get pissed the fuck off. And even sometimes being at work and in the military, I can get mad and I say some shit. And I noticed that even yet and still, I was looked upon as just being angry. I had an incident happen to me before like that. When I was stationed someplace. I had an opinion about something. A lot of people don't know, but I had an opinion about something, and it came back to bite me in my ass. But I ain't gonna get into that because not here, no there. But it was because, and no one believed me that it was racially driven, because I expressed myself in a way that they didn't like it. So I came with that real. But that's another. I'm not really getting into that. I'm at the tail end of that. That's one on the bridge. But it's funny how all these things go down and the narrative changes like a motherfucker. The narrative just changes. It changes. It changes. It changes. It changes its ugly head. And we can see this. But I'm saying this because I'm going to say it all the time. You white people that are okay, not okay with what they did. I mean, okay. I mean, who are understanding, who cool, understand that we want equality for us just as much as we want equality for you guys. Poor, rich, Hispanic, Asian, whatever, wherever your background, all we've been striving for is equality, being treated equal. I just need y'all, the good ones, to stop playing the fence. Because that's what the problem is. You got some that are out there who want to put it out there and say, yo, what they're doing is bullshit. Whether they're Republican or Democrat or whether they're left or right, they could honestly come out and say Trump is a dick. 45 was whack. And they could come out and say that. That's cool. That's not playing the fence. That's being a human being and you seeing that shit is wrong. But you motherfuckers who don't say nothing, who just sit there, that alone, when you sit there and play the fence, it shows the what's it called, the dynamics of it all. It shows white privilege. Because at the end of the day, you will stay quiet. You will say a little bit, but you won't say enough that you will find you want to ride that fine line, ride the fence. You're not willing to fucking sacrifice for what this country is supposed to be. All men are created equal. Not in America, my ass. But then I had somebody say on a comment back in the day, you didn't grow up in that. So how can you relate? I don't need to relate. Times may be different. It's just now the KKK, the white supremacists are smarter now. Where back then they were pretty dumb. They rode around with masks on their head, and I mean that wasn't dumb. That was to cover up their faces, but they rode around with masks, but you kind of knew where they stood. It's like those guys right there. But the ones now, they wear suit and ties. They know how to play the game. They sit there, oh yeah. When they get behind closed doors, that's when that N-word comes out. Or when somebody makes them really upset and then the true colors show, then it comes out. But I'm just saying that to me, it's just a situation where it is upsetting to me. The more I think about things, it pisses me off. And it just makes me realize we're behind the 8 ball. It's time to start being behind the 8 ball. It's time to knock that 8 ball in the motherfucking corner pocket. Bust that game open. Or matter of fact, let me just flip the narrative here. It's time for the 8 ball to knock that white ball in the fucking corner. Take the 8 ball and knock the cue ball in the fucking corner pocket. Now you can't even say nothing about that being race. You know what? You know what's funny? I almost want to use that black ball in the game of pool as the narrative, because it's mostly black, and then it's white, and then there's a number 8 in black, and I think that white represents that majority of people who really do care about what goes on with us black people, minorities, or whatever. I think that is like the best description of this in my eyes. The black ball, the white part of the ball represents the white folks who give a shit. And then the number 8 again sits there and goes. I think that's a great description of that. If you're not cool with what's going on as far as police brutality, the treatment of minorities, the inequality when it comes to certain things, economic and systematic oppression, if you can honestly see it and know that's real, you speak up, great. But if you don't and you're playing the fence, you're the person that I fear the most. Because I can't fear the people who really fucking don't think, who are racist and really don't give a shit, because I know where they stand. So I can't even be mad at them. At least I know where you stand. It's you motherfuckers that play that fence. You the ones that I worry about the most. The ones that I worry about the most, because if the chips are down, you are going to jump on your white card and find your way back to that shit. That's my belief. Hey, how y'all Saturday been? Mine been gloomy and just gloomy. Well, so far, at least one playoff game was fucking dope. The earlier game. But this second one, the Rams ain't having it, baby. All right, y'all. I got me some Mexican food eating. I'm about to go ahead and smash on this. I hit y'all with the deuces. I catch y'all again. Road Chronicles will continue. Peace.